Alright, so, hello comrades, Comrade Dankey here. This time, this is a video talking about our good friends, the alt-right, the conservatives, the right wing in general. I've gotten a little bit of criticism because I've made videos debunking certain specific right-wingers. And people are wondering why I'm even bothering to take the time to make these debunking videos of them. Why give them more attention? Why give them even a fraction of a second of time that could be devoted towards accomplishing goals viewed as being more constructive to the working class? But I'm here to tell you that if you think that trying to cover these characters, these right-wing extremists, trying to debunk them, giving them, the time of day, in order to debunk them and to show the world how wrong they are, if you view that as being like not helpful or not constructive, Buckaroony, I need to know what planet you live on. Because every single one of these people are raking in thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views. To act like making a video debunking any of these goofballs is bad because it gives them attention is missing the forest for the motherfucking trees. Because these people already have attention. The spotlight is on them, ladies and gentlemen. And so it would be remiss of me not to cover people like Andrew Klavan. It would be remiss of me not to cover people like No Bullshit or Mundane Matt, because these people are raking in views. They are recruiting new people into the right. So if my video that I make about Andrew Klavan can change even a single person's mind, it has a better effect than if I didn't make my video at all. How are people supposed to understand that there are opponents to Ben Shapiro, there are opponents to Andrew Klavan, there are opponents to all of these right-wing conservative assholes? There are people who are willing to go out there and to debunk them, to hear their arguments and to debunk them. If that wasn't the case, if there was nobody out there doing this, then the right-wing propaganda machine would be even more effective. We have to be prepared to challenge these chuds when and where they manifest. And to focus my attention on them isn't to distract attention away from another more fitting topic, because these people, once again, are doing real damage. They are spreading their right-wing propaganda largely unimpeded. They say that these are topics better left towards bread tubers, towards liberals to cover. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit by and roll over and let the liberals be the only person holding these right-wingers to task. I think that as communists, we need to be bold and we need to be courageous in our denunciations and our debunkings. We have to be prepared to go after these right-wing scumbags wherever they pop up. We can't say, oh, we're socialists, we shouldn't be concerned about these right-wingers, we shouldn't give them any attention, they're not worth our time. Because yes, they are very much worth our time. If we care about countering right-wing propaganda, if we care about preventing people from being recruited into this sort of right-wing fascist pipeline, then yes, we should be prepared to make videos as communists dedicated to debunking even the most stupid of right-wing anti-communist arguments. Because it's certainly not going to be debunked from the liberals. It's certainly not going to be debunked because of anarchists. All right? And when I say anarchist, I mean specifically anti-communist anarchists. We as communists have the theory, we have the knowledge we need to take these people on. So why the fuck aren't we taking them on? All right? It's not like their arguments are big and scary. It's not like they don't fall apart under the slightest bit of rational examination. It's easy, folks. It's easy, comrades. If there's a right-winger that you know of who is making videos and nobody's calling them out, well then call them out. Take some fucking initiative. Don't just wait for some big liberal on Beardtube to fucking address it. Go out and address it yourself, because I guarantee you, if you are a comrade, even if you're doing this without a script, even if you are doing this like off the cuff, straight off the dome, it's going to be more substantive than anything these right-wing assholes have to say. So that's my 2 cents. Stop talking shit about people who are willing to go after and debunk these folks, these right-wing chuds. If anyone needs to take the fight to the reactionaries, it's the communists. Because the liberals aren't going to speak on our behalf. The anarchists aren't going to speak on our behalf. We have to speak up for ourselves. We have all of these right-wingers saying communists are evil. Communists are literally like the worst human beings ever. Communists are literally the same thing as fascists. And they are pushing this out there to hundreds of thousands of people. Impressionable people. Who could believe it? So if you make a video debunking that, chances are you might change somebody's mind. And if you can change even a single person's mind, you might prevent the next fucking no bullshit from being born. You might prevent the next fucking the quartering from being born. Alright? You might prevent the right-wingers of the future if you nip them in the bud right here and right now. But that's only going to happen if you challenge these idiots' ideology. Sitting aside, letting these people continue to make their arguments against communism and spread their propaganda while not addressing them because you deem them as being beneath you or not worthy of your attention is idiotic. It's foolish, and it's going to come around and bite you in the ass when you're outnumbered 100-1. You're surrounded by chuds who think that communists are evil human beings. So, all that is to say, go out and fight the chuds, debunk the reactionaries, challenge them. Don't sit by and let somebody else take care of it. And don't be afraid of addressing them. Don't get this mentality that these guys aren't above you. Or you are above addressing these guys. Don't get that mentality, because it's a dangerous fucking mentality to have. If you ignore Andrew Klavan, are you going to ignore fucking Sargon of Akkad? If you ignore Sargon of Akkad, are you going to ignore Stefan Molyneux? If you ignore him, are you going to ignore Richard Spencer? It goes down the pipeline, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, these people are scumbags. Yes, they're stupid. They're stupid idiot scumbags. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't devote resources into addressing and debunking what they have to say, because what they are saying is being shown to hundreds of thousands of people. So if you want to be an armchair socialist and just sit on your ass and read all these books and not do anything about it, well then by all means, go ahead. But don't talk shit about fellow comrade YouTubers who try to hold these people to task. Because talking shit about that isn't doing the socialist movement online any fucking favors at all. Fucking idiots.